Hi, we're here at SES London 2010. My name's Kate Kaye. I'm senior editor at ClickZ News, and I had the privilege of interviewing Mark Pack, representing the Liberal Dems here in the UK, as well as representatives of the Labour and Conservative Party just now, about how they're using digital media in this election, which is happening right now in the UK. And one of the really, I think, interesting differences between the US and the UK is in the US, online fundraising is huge. There are, Twitter campaigns, money bombs, they're calling them now in the US. These really timed kind of campaigns to get as much money donated online within a given period of time as possible. It's really important in the US, but here in the UK, it's different. Online fundraising is, or just fundraising in general for campaigns, isn't really a key goal. So, Mark, maybe you can just explain why that is.
I think partly that is because there's a lot less expenditure in British elections compared to American elections, both because we have lower expenditure limits, and there are quite tough expenditure limits on how much candidates and parties can spend, and also because there's a very different culture in Britain, I think, in terms of attitude towards politics. That in Britain, if somebody's fired up by a candidate or a party, they're much more likely to respond by being willing to go out and deliver leaflets. In the US, I think often the instinctive response is being willing to give money. So we've got a different culture there, and hence that's reflected in the online activities of parties and candidates. And so what I think you see much more of in Britain is people online being recruited and being asked to go out and deliver leaflets, whilst in the US, the similar ad or email or whatever might have a financial ask in it. In Britain, we're asked to go out and get in the fresh air and deliver some leaflets.
Great. Well, I think that's a pretty key distinction. And although I think we might see that changing a little bit, do you think that might change at all?
Yeah, and I think one of the successes of the Obama campaign clearly was in terms of getting people to do more stuff off in the real world, almost one might say copying Britain rather than Britain copying the US. But similarly, I think in Britain, there is clearly potential to raise money. I think not on the US scale, but particularly what there is in Britain now is the ability to raise money from people who don't really want to formally be part of a political party. Being a member of a political party has become a slightly unfashionable thing almost in the UK. So people are often willing to give money or help in other ways in a way that 20 years ago perhaps they would have joined a party.
Sure. Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.